Hey, my friends. So today, I put out a blog post about how to be fabulous at 40. And so that's about your skincare, that's your makeup, that is your body care products. But I just wanted to extend that here in this video to give you some other tips of what you need to do or what you can do, some suggestions for you of what you can do to be fabulous at 40. Because if you follow me, you know, when I'm talking about aging well, it's not about just your skin. It's everything, head to toe, inside, outside, everything in your life, how to age well. So even if you are not 40, maybe you're not there yet, maybe you're much younger than that. Well, you can still listen in because some of these tips will still apply to you. And then while you start implementing these things now, you'll be so much further along when you are in your 40s. And maybe some of you have already slid past the 40s like I have, then you can still look back and pick up some tips that you didn't do before that you still can implement in your life no matter what age you are. Okay, so let's get going. Those of you who are new here, I am Purple Essence by Evelyn. I use Jaffr's brand because it's my desire for you to look, feel, and be royal. So this is a whole nother way of how you can be royal without even royal jelly, but how you can live your best life. And that's just really what I'm here for. Now, these tips, it's not like I have perfected all of these. Trust me, I have not. I am still in that. That's why I said it doesn't matter what age you are. I am still trying to get myself perfected in some of these areas. And it's okay. We're not going to be, no one's going to be perfect here on this earth. So we just do the best that we can in all of our areas. And some things I just haven't done at all when I was in my 40s, and I'm trying to do catch up now. So I'm giving you some advice. Kind of think of me as your older sister, giving you some wisdom. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is your family life. So what happens now? So you're in your 40s, you may or may not be married, but let's say that you are, and then maybe you have kids depending on when you started. Let's say your kids are older elementary school, right? A lot of times, we were finally out of that preschool age and the toddler age where it just seems so rough and it seems like, oh my gosh, these are the hardest years. Well, I have to tell you, it really isn't. It's really easier, instead of easier years. But as they get older, they just need you in a different capacity. So you still want to be very much involved in your children's lives. If you have opportunity to volunteer in their schools or other extracurricular activities that they're in, I absolutely would suggest that you do so, or maybe that you're just available to talk. When they get around junior high, older elementary school for sure, but definitely around junior high, middle school. Sorry, I'm even aging myself. Middle school, maybe some of you may even have some high school, depending on where you are on that 40-year-old range. They tend to want to talk at the most inconvenient time. Like maybe you're like tired and you're ready to wind down and go to sleep. Well, that's when they process their day and they want to have time to talk with you. So just remember to stop what you're doing, give them your undivided attention, look them in the eye and listen to what they have to say. Let them know that you're always there for them, that you have their best interest at heart, and that they are always in your heart no matter what. So I want to tell you that. But honestly, I should have said this one first. It's the marriage, So if you are married, then what are you and your spouse doing? If it's maybe once the kids are doing their own thing, you guys have a little bit of time each day just to check in with each other. If the kids are older, it's a lot easier to be able to get away for, even if it's an overnighter or for a weekend. Just kind of make those things happen as you can, because it really makes a difference to have that bond there always, because you have your children, you have your husband, you might be working, there's a lot of different things going on, but you definitely want to connect with your partner. Okay, so the next part I'm going to say is your finances, because you're going to start thinking now, like, oh my gosh, I've been working all these years. I just don't want to work forever. So then what are you going to do with your finances? Check in. You can make sure, if you have a financial advisor. If you don't, you can always get a free consultation. See where you are on that timeline for retirement. Are you on your targeted goal? If you're on your job, you can check with HR. Are you on your target goal, or do you need to supplement? If you need to supplement, I can help you with that. But anyway, this is about you. So, just what do you need to do so that you are secure when you are retired, that you have enough for retirement? But we honestly, I do help people to, as they're starting to think about retirement, having a little bit of a business going now so that when they are ready to retire, they can just run with that business. So that's just an idea. Make sure that you're putting money away for savings. You don't want to be stressed out because of finances. So whatever you need to do, I don't care if it's like $25 a week, if that's all you can do in the beginning, so that you have a little nest egg. So when emergencies come up, you're not constantly going to a credit card and now having to pay those interest rates. And I tell you, I do not like to see a bill coming in. So I do not like living on a credit card. But that maybe where you are right now, and maybe you have a lot of debt that you need to pay down. Again, doing a business like I'm doing, maybe you want to do something short term just to pay off a credit card bill. Maybe to start, you're going to have some car repairs coming up and you don't want to put it on a credit card. So you have some money on the side, or just to build up a savings account. It's like, okay, I've done that. What I want to do, I made my goal. Now I'm going to move on. Just some ideas what you can do. Okay, so now your health. Oh, let me go one more thing back to family. You may or may not, again, depends on how old you were when you started having kids, or how old your parents were when they started having kids, and if you have kids at all. But there's what's called a sandwich generation. That means you've got kids at home that you're caring for, and I don't care what age they are. If they're still middle school or high school, there's still things that we have to do to care for our kids, right? We're responsible for them. Then you might have aging parents that need help as well. Maybe because as we get older, maybe there's more falls, maybe they just need a lot more help. So you've got that sandwich generation going on. Make sure that you are balancing it well, so that you're not only here in this side with the parents and only here this side with the kids, because they both need you. So how does that work for you? Maybe you're not even in the same city or state that they're in. That makes it a little bit more difficult too. But as much as possible, I would say get the entire family involved. The kids should be getting to know their grandparents, right? So here's another layer of how you can all come together and just love on each other, because your family relationships really important, and your girlfriend relationships are important too. Do not neglect your friends, your sisterhood, because we need each other. Life gets hard, and we need to have that tangible person in our lives, someone that's really trusted friend that you can go to and just vent or bounce ideas off of. Okay, so here comes an important part, and it's your health. So around 40, you'll start noticing a little changes in your body. That's when first time when I was 40 is when I had to start wearing eyeglasses for the first time. Before that, I never had problems with my eyes, and now there we go. Maybe you notice some weight gain, and maybe you've noticed that it's a little bit harder to lose weight. Maybe your metabolism is slowing down a little bit. So just be aware of your body, be aware of any changes. Maybe you need to do some supplements, maybe a little bit more tired, especially if you're working. You're the sandwich generation. There's just so many factors. So be sure that you're taking care of your health. Be sure that you're going to getting your mammograms every year, and self exams. Now, there's a area that I have not been great at, but I wasn't in my 40s though. I was totally on target with that. But now you want to make sure that you are doing your self exams and definitely going to get your mammogram on a regular basis. Do not, do not neglect that. Now, I know you may have heard stories of people saying, "Oh, it's all painful." That might not be your experience. I've never, ever, ever felt pain with a mammogram. Yeah, you're being swished, but not that bad, you know? So don't go on somebody else's stories. It never, ever hurt me. It may not hurt you. I've heard other people say, "Oh my gosh, I was so scared because my friends were just telling me how bad it was." And then they went and like, "Oh, really? That's it?" So don't be afraid of someone else's story. You want to make sure you are proactive in your health. So please get the mammograms every year. Another thing that you want to make sure that you're doing is having your annual checkups with your doctor. You want to know your numbers, your cholesterol numbers, your blood pressure numbers, your weight number. You know, you want to make sure that you are in that right range of all of that, which now means maybe you need to do some adjustments with your diet. Maybe when you were in your 20s and 30s, you were able to eat whatever you wanted to eat, but now you really need to be a lot more mindful. You should have low sugar. Sugar start will actually cause inflammation, and so now maybe your joints are bothering you a little bit more. So you don't want that. So make sure that you're drinking lots of water, that you have a low diet. Sorry, not a low diet, a low. Your diet should be low in salt, low in sugar, and watch the fat, the how much fat you're eating or drinking even. So maybe a little less Starbucks runs. So we gotta make sure that you are on top of that. Lots of fruits and lots of vegetables and lots of fiber. You need lots more fiber now. Okay, and so now the exercise part. Maybe you don't have time to get to the gym. That is so okay. You can do some workouts at home, whether it's yoga, whether it's a video. Now, I do a workout with this fabulous personal trainer. I absolutely love her. It's on YouTube. And if you're interested, I can give you the person that I follow. She's fabulous. And she works with every single age range. I mean, sorry, whatever your level, fitness level is. She's really, really great. Be sure that, so you want to keep your cardio up. You want to keep your heart rate going all the time. You want to make sure that you have a healthy heart. You want to also start doing some balance exercises, because as you keep having those birthdays and you roll into the next decade, then you might have some balance issues. So be sure that you're doing some activities that's taking care of your balance now, so that you'll be so much further ahead when you hit that next decade. You also want to do some strengthening exercises as well. So just take care of yourself. Your exercise is important. Your eating habits important, and hydration's very important. Lots and lots and lots of water. Okay, still you need sleep. People think, "Oh, I don't need sleep. Oh, I can get by on 4 hours." Trust me, it will catch up with you later. And how your body's reacting, even how your skin's reacting. If you want to look older, then go on 3 or 4 hours a night. But if you want to make sure that you are aging well, 100% totally, body, mind, spirit, everything, then make sure that you're getting enough sleep. And then last, I would say, make sure that you are managing your stress. Everyone has some level of stress. So some of these things that you can do are already going to reduce the amount of stress you have, but we're all going to have some. So whether it's just getting a massage or having a cup of tea or having that chit chat with your girlfriend or having that special time with your husband if you are married. So finding those ways of managing your stress. If you can get away and get a massage, absolutely do that. So I hope these tips help you, because when I'm talking age well, I mean everything about you. What good is it to have wonderful skin that looks young if your body's all broken down? So, girlfriend, please just take note of some of these things. And you may know someone that's in their 40s or coming up to their 40s or didn't do any of these in their 40s and now in their 50s or beyond. Then absolutely share this video with them because I think they would find it very helpful. And if you have not, if you're new here, or maybe you've been here before and you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel because it's more than just how you look on the outside. I want to share with you other tips of management of life, really, just of life. So there you have it. I hope this that you found this helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and write me a comment because I want to know what you think. And maybe you have some additional tips because I just kind of came up with this at the top of my head. If I really kind of sat with it a little bit, I could have done more. But please give me your tips too. And build that community so we're all supporting each other because girlfriends, we need each other. We need, I don't care if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. We need each other. We need the community. So have a wonderful day. I will be here next time. I'm always here keeping you royal. Bye for now.